Friday morning, September 7th, on our way up to the Brule River camp. Got a late start, it's about 10:35. I just talked to Buddy Johnson up there, Sandy's second cousin, and he said, yeah, they got hit with that 4 inches of rain the other day. And hopefully the river is going to be down a little bit and not moving fast, but we'll see. I should be able to pull over, check out how the water's flowing right here before I even try pulling into camp. We'll see how high the water levels are and what it looks like here. Get an idea of what it might be like upstream. It's moving pretty good. Yeah, it's wet way up here. So water levels are up. We'll see. Yeah, they got washouts here along the side of the road here. You gotta watch it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going slow enough, but yeah, the road was washing out here, especially on the right side. Got a couple of deer. A couple of does. I think we're gonna put her in 4-wheel drive. See how far we can get in here. Hopefully all the way down to the river. Uh-oh. I see the tree down. Well, about a half hour later, the tree is cut up, moved, and I'm able to move a little bit further down the road to the next down tree. That's the one that's hanging. Well, that one took a little bit longer. Being all by myself out here, I had to be extremely careful in cutting, dropping, cutting up and moving this tree that was hanging across the road. But we got it done and we were able to move on. Alright, let's get out of this one. Here's where it gets tight. Hopefully there's nothing down. I think there's our opening right by the river. Yep, and there's the river. It's moving pretty fast. Well, 2 cuts later, we're down here. See if I can see the rock on the other end. The rock is submerged, and that river is really flowing. Look at that. I'm debating whether I should try to cross it and go get my trail cams. Alright, we're packed up, ready to cross the We had to cut through a couple of trees to get in. That wasn't a problem. We got that done. I didn't get anything on video though. I was not thinking wanted to get down here, so we got that cleared. We got down here. It's about 10 to 2 right now. We're going to attempt to cross the river. Got my wading stick, so that'll help us cross, and we'll see how it goes. If I get out in that stream and it just doesn't seem safe, then we don't cross. We'll wait till we come up next time. Water's really moving. Well, it's not going to happen. I really wanted to pick up them trail cams and see what's been moving around up there. So close, but yet so far. Better to be safe than sorry. We'll cross another time. Alright. So it's like I talked to Craig last night. At any rate, it's now Plan B. Instead of the Brule camp, we're going to be down by Craig's, and we're going to be prepping for bow season down there. So it's Saturday, September 8th, and I'm heading down by my brother-in-law. My attempt to get into the Brule River camp yesterday failed, so we're on plan B today, heading down by my brother-in-law and do some prepping for bow hunting season out in his woods if we got some time. And then I'm coming back up here on Sunday afternoon. Bow season prep work. Working on the food plot a little bit yet. It's Saturday after Labor Day, so we're a little late getting stuff in, but having 3 properties to deal with, the Brule, Craig's place, my place, keeps us quite busy. We'll just, whatever happens, happens this year. So, on our way out.
We're good.
Alright. Well, let's see what we encounter here. Well, this is a good sign. It ain't that wet here.
There's way more water than it was last time out there. Holy shit. Alright, I do got to bring that in because we got to go alongside the trees.
Alright.
So I got to bring this in.
Okay, first part of the adventure. Well, that's got us. We're getting out of there. I would say we're good now.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we got it out. Thank God for the winch. Oh, this ain't bad. Alright, we gotta cut this tree so we get through. Alright, we got it cut. Cut and stacked. You're good. What's normally a 10-15 minute walk and 5 minutes onto ATV took us about 25 minutes or a half hour. Alright, we got this rigged up. Craig's gonna drag, and as it fills, I'll start emptying it. We'll get that done, get it sprayed. We'll be good to go. Couple of days. Oh yeah. There you go. Right here is good.
Oh shit,
crap. You know what? I bet we caught a stump.
Yeah.
Get back in place. You can go and I'll pick it up, yeah. Well, as you can see, we got the ground raked up, loosened up real good. And Craig's going in with the trimmer, taking down some of the thicker wood growth that's coming up from the stumps. So after we get that done, we'll spray the area with the Roundup and kill everything. Next weekend we'll come in here, make one more pass with that rake to loosen up the ground, get a rake behind it, start spreading and putting the stuff down. So I'm gonna fire up the chainsaw, we're gonna get on some stumps. Alright, we raked, you saw us raking, we were in there with the chainsaw cutting. I dulled my blade, I went as far as I could. And I was leaving burn marks at the end, so I'm done with the stumps. We're done, we're going to spray now. We're going to spray all this down here, kill this, and then come back and spread our seed next weekend. And whatever happens this fall happens. Hopefully we get some stuff and we're good. There we go, Craig's starting to spray.
I'm going on the hill in the valley here.
Yeah, big difference. It comes out like a spray out there then. Yep. I know it's going to soak through, but...
Not much to say except that we're just finishing, Leon's finishing up spraying a Roundup on the food plot. But that's pretty much most of the plot. Right here. Lots of work.
Might have helped me keep my weight up on the front too. Yeah, we got through the water without having to use the winch coming back. We're back. Now you know why we wanted to get the little stumps out of the ground today, and we were working on that because we caught this piece is actually straight, but we caught a stump while we were out there raking it up with this thing. Time to take it apart and pound it out, straighten her out. There, all straightened out. Hand straightened. Alright, it's Saturday, September 8th. We're headed down to Wautoma for a coyote hunt. A friend of ours down there has got some farm animals. Coyote's been getting bolder and bolder down there. Killed one of her dogs. And starting to, and some of her chickens. Yeah, you're right. So we're going to go down there and see if we can help out a little bit. Maybe take out a coyote or two, or three, or four, and we'll give it a shot. See what happens. I don't know if we're getting enough light or not, but we're out at the farm getting our gear together. I'm going to be setting up in the barn, and Craig's going to be out sitting in the field, and we're going to see what's what, see if we can call some in. So I'm set up in the barn here. You can hear Craig starting to call. Craig is sitting right by that bush. There. We're looking through my night vision. I'm sitting in the barn. Scanning for coyotes. Nothing yet. There's Craig. He's checking with his light now too. I got my light on. I thought I might have saw some movement out there. Craig's sweeping his light out there, but I don't see anything. Okay, the wind has shifted. It's blowing through the door into my face. So that's good. Our scent isn't going out over that field. So we'll just keep sitting tight and trying. All quiet out there now. Well, Craig stopped using the injured rabbit call, and an eerie silence fell over that farm field. I immediately picked up my night vision and started scanning the field. I thought Craig may have picked up on something that I didn't see, but I saw nothing. Then out of nowhere, he started using coyote barks and yelps. There he goes. Time to check with the night vision again. I don't have a clear field of fire. Well, after about an hour and 45 minutes set, and no activity over the last half hour to 40 minutes, we decided to call it a hunt.
Oh, no, we called in one. I saw him through the night vision. But way off in the corner where Diana had said they were coming from, there was one, and it was just one that I could see, but I saw the eyes up there. And then 2 minutes later, the dog come up over the hill. Scared the shit out of me. Because he sounded a whole lot bigger coming over that hill than he really was. It's possible the second coyote came up behind the house.
Okay.
And that's, like I said, that's when I got worried, because shortly after that, the dog barked.
Okay.
And if we were calling them in from the back way, they could get at the dog before we'd have it. That's why I started howling.
Yeah.
I didn't want to howl necessarily,
Yeah.
but that's why I started howling.
All right. So you figure one, maybe two we called in, but
Yeah.
not close
one
enough.
for sure. Yeah. And like I said, he was up in the corner there where Diana said they were coming from.
All right.
So, like I said, in that one, it was low to the ground. I know, I saw the eyes,
Yeah.
but it was low to the ground and it moved like a coyote.
All right.
Don't grab onto these. These are nettles.
Yeah, I know. When I was coming in, I could feel them. So, all right, I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up in here. Well, we headed back to the trailer content that we tried our best trying to help out our friend and her coyote problem. We weren't able to reduce the coyote population, but our presence and our scent trail may have been enough to get the coyotes to move on. We heard a few weeks later that our friend's coyote problem at the farm had vanished as quick as it had appeared. We like to think it was because of us, but that wily coyote probably moved on for a number of reasons. Least of all is our expertise at predator hunting. We're gearing up to head out to the food plot this morning. I hope for next weekend to plant the fall seeds. Packing a 45 just in case. As long as we're not hauling the trailer and equipment out there, I'm gonna walk out. Got my hip waders on. Yeah, right in here is where we buried the ATV. Right there. So I'm gonna head this way. This is drier now, all the way up. All right, we got through the water. First things first, let's start checking trail cams. Let's get this one checked and pulled. That's right next to our ground blind. Alright, we're done with that one. Here's our other trail cam right here. Well, I'm frustrated with this camera. This one's wet now. It doesn't appear to be working. It's two cameras now out in the food plot here that have gotten wet inside. So let's go check this last trail cam. This is the one by the licking branch and scrape right there, and that tree is, that camera's right there, so let's get that one checked out. I reworked that scrape area and dumped dominant buck urine in there, and because on here we've had, you can see some buck rubs on here. They've been in here rubbing on that one, and on here a little bit of scraping in here. I didn't re-scrape, but I dumped some of that dominant buck urine in there also. So, alright, our work is done. Till next week when we seed the food plot. Craig ran into town to get LP gas, and I took a walk out here, and we're all done. It's 10 to 12. Alright, heading out from Craig's. Weekend's done. heading back up to the cabin. We had plan B this weekend because I couldn't get into the Brule. You saw that tape earlier. Got some work done on the food plot area. Pretty excited with the trail cam pics we got down there. Got some nice buck shots. Pretty excited for bow season to start. So anyways, just about to turn on 51 North and head back up to the cabin. See you later. Well, it's Monday, September 10th, and you can see by the videos if you've been watching recently that I've been up in the Northwoods area since Labor Day between the various properties up here. Here it's about 11 o'clock this morning. I've got to attack this log pile. Start prepping this and getting this set up so I can start splitting wood. So that's my project now. As you can see behind me, about 4 hours later, I'm just about done stacking the wood, getting ready for splitting. Yahoo! Done. Final product of my efforts this afternoon. Getting that all stacked, unpiling the logs and restacking them. Whew. Anyways, another step done. All right, my 11-day up north adventure coming to an end, and we're heading home. My up north journey ends. Remember when you were complaining to me in Canada?
What?
I'm going to take your toys away from you. Craig's got a new depth finder, so the main goal is to get that thing going and understand what to do for muskie fishing in a couple of weeks. And just have some fun and fish a little bit. I got stuck again. And should be okay now. All right, Craig's working the last pass, last 4 gallons. More water than it is fertilizer now, but there's still some fertilizer in there. And I got a nice tight grouping, and I'm in the kill zone. That's at 30 yards. Okay, first shot at 20 yards. Perfect. Perfecto. I'm happy. The bow sighted in at 20 and 30 yards. I'm ready for deer hunting. Hi. Well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Then, if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This way you'll be notified of each new video. As I release them, you won't have to keep checking back to see if there's a new video out there. Also, I'm trying to drive that subscription rate out there. Give me a hand. Let's get that thing up there. You can comment below, or if you don't want to comment below, you can reach us at rapintoutdoors360@gmail.com. I truly enjoy hearing from everybody. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. We'll be in the woods or water someplace. See you then.